Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the third lesson of economics. The name of lesson is Money and Credit, and its first topic is money as a medium of exchange. We all purchase different type of things from the market by using money, and if you think if money will be not there, then what happened? In ancient time, people exchange things for their requirement. Each other's things they exchange, and it was known as a barter system. You think if any person who is producing, who is manufacturing shoe, if he want to purchase wheat from other person to fulfill his requirement, at that time he have to search that the person who is in need of shoes, and in turn he will exchange wheat. This is very difficult. This task is very difficult, and for exchanging goods, double coincidence of wants is required here, and it is very difficult. The money solves this problem. With the help of money, we can exchange anything from anywhere. If any person is working at your home and you will give him money, with the help of that money he can purchase anything he need, wheat, rice, pulses, anything available in the market he can purchase with the help of that money. And if anyone want to do barter system, at that time it is very difficult. Only it is possible when double coincidence of wants are there. That is why here money is very important. With the help of money we exchange things by money. Money is here as a medium of exchange. Now next topic is here modern form of money. In ancient time, people exchange things by using their kettles and grain, and afterwards people started using different type of coins of valuable metal like silver, gold, copper. Now in modern time we are using paper currency, which do not have any value its own. Only the government, the country in which that currency run, the government authorized that they will give the valuable things of 10 rupees. In this way, there are many countries which uses different type of currencies. In America, dollar is there, in England, pound is there, and in our country, rupees is there. In this way, we are using paper currency which do not have any value its own. Only it is valuable due to the government. Government gives order for printing the currency. And the next topic is deposit with bank. Everyone is earning money by doing different type of work. And when the people have surplus money, they deposit that money in bank, and in return the bank gives them interest. And in this way we deposit money, and when we require we take it back from the bank, we withdraw that money, and it is known as demand deposit. When demand is there, when we take that money back, and when at that time we use that money. How do the bank work? The money which we deposit, that the bank, they give us 9% interest, and also they provide loan to the other people, and they take 11% interest. 9 to 11, the percentage 9, 10, 11, 3% they take more, and with the help of that percentage interest they run their bank. And there is one more facility in the bank of the check. When the people sign the check to the other people who come to them for getting money on the behalf of that depositor, with the help of check one can withdraw the money from the bank. This facility is also given. In this way the bank system works. They collect the money, they deposit the money from those people who have surplus money, and they provide loan to the needy person, and they get interest on that. In this way bank runs.